So now there are two types of current telemetering systems. One is motion balance current telemetering system and another one is force balance current telemetering system. So let us discuss about these two types of current telemetering systems. So let us see first motion balance current telemetering system. So in this system, the slide wire potentiometer is replaced by a position detector like inductor transducer or capacitor transducer. So in case of motion balance current telemetering system, a linear variable differential transducer LVDT has been used as inductive transducer here. So in this case, the pressure acting on the Bourdon tube, when pressure is applied on the Bourdon tube, so that Bourdon tube, it displaces or it moves the core of the LVDT. As the core of the LVDT is moved, is displaced, the net output voltage across the secondary winding changes. So this change in the output voltage across the secondary is amplified by means of amplifier, and that amplified AC signal is converted into DC signal by means of rectifier. So this voltage produces a DC current in the telemetering channel, and it is measured by a DC milliammeter directly calibrated in terms of pressure being measured. So this is the working of motion balance current telemetering system. So now let us see the second type of current telemetering system, that is force balance current telemetering system. So in this system, part of the current output is fed back to oppose the motion of the input variable, that is pressure, which is being measured. So as shown in this figure, the Bourdon tube, after sensing the change in the pressure, that is when pressure is applied to this Bourdon tube, that applied pressure, it rotates the feedback force coil. It rotates the feedback force coil. As the coil rotates, the flux linking the primary and secondary windings change. And this change in the flux linkages varies the amplitude of the amplifier. The output is connected to the feedback force coil, which produces a force opposing the Bourdon tube input. So in this way, the input pressure is being transmitted at the output side, that is at the receiving terminal side. So this system of current telemetering system increases the accuracy as small variations are required, which result in the better linearity. Now let us see the advantages and disadvantages of current telemetering systems, which we have studied. So let us see first advantages. So the first advantage is the current systems can develop higher voltages than most of the voltage systems. The second one is simple DC milliammeters can be used with special calibration for line resistance. Third one, several receivers can be operated simultaneously. Fourth one, the received signals can be added or subtracted directly. Fifth one, changes in line resistance are compensated by basic feedback method. Sixth one, the response of the system to an input change is almost instantaneous. And the last advantage is the energy level is adequately high to minimize the effects of extraneous voltages. And it has got the only disadvantage that this system is also not suitable for long distance data transmission, since it is a line connected data transmission system, so it can be used only for short distance data transmission. Now let us discuss about position or ratio telemetering system, which is the third type of telemetry system. So in this system, there is again a transmitting terminal, a transmitter, and a receiver part, and there is a telemetering channel through which the data is transmitted. So here the transmitting terminal consists of a Bourdon tube, which is used to measure the pressure. It consists of a sliding contact, and a battery is connected across the sliding contact. The receiving terminal also consists of a sliding contact which moves across a calibrated scale, and there is a center zero galvanometer. So now whenever there is no pressure applied to the Bourdon tube, so the sliding contact is at the center of the sliding contact is present at the center of the potentiometer. So therefore the galvanometer reads 0 voltage, that is, it gives null deflection. Since there are two potentiometers used here, potentiometer 1 and potentiometer 2, the two potentiometers are arranged in such a way that when the sliding contact of potentiometer 1 moves across the resistance, so the sliding contact of potentiometer 2 also moves in the same position as that of potentiometer 1. So this arrangement is in the form of a bridge. So now let us see how it works. So when pressure is applied on the Bourdon tube, so this Bourdon tube, it moves the sliding contact across the resistance of potentiometer 1. So therefore the voltage across the potentiometer 1 also varies. So as the sliding contact of potentiometer 1 changes because of the applied pressure, the sliding contact of potentiometer 2 also changes in the same manner. So therefore the voltage change across the two potentiometers will be equal, which can be read on the scale which is calibrated. The voltage scale is calibrated in terms of pressure. So in this way, the quantity, the measured pressure, can be transmitted from transmitting terminal to receiving terminal. So in this system, there are few advantages and limitations. The advantages of this position telemetering system are: it requires no intermediate amplifiers or conversions. It is relatively inexpensive. Minimum moving parts are there, so maintenance is low, and it has instantaneous response, and power taken for their operation is directly from the line. It has got the disadvantage that these systems are affected by excessive line resistance.